Hello everyone. Surprise, surprise, I'm back doing a video. It's been a very long time since I've done one. For some reason I have a very hard time keeping on track with a consistent video schedule. So we'll try once more and see how we do. My name is Sherry Minnie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in a town called Keensburg, Colorado. We're just a small rural town about 45 minutes northeast of Denver. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator going on about 12 years, I believe. So it's gone by and I still love it as much today as I did 12 years ago. So today we're going to be making a card that features product from the January to April mini catalog. I made mine into a Valentine card, but this is a card that you could put any kind of sentiment. So I just say on the outside, just wanted to say, and then on the inside I have Happy Valentine's Day. And I'll show you what product that we're using. I'm sorry this video is probably going to be a little bit rough because I'm kind of rusty. So first of all, we're going to be using the Country Bouquet Bundle. This is the stamp set and it comes with a punch. The punch will, hearts you can punch out of the designer series paper. That's what I did with this one right here. And then you can also stamp and punch out. It punches out 2 hearts at a time and then the leaves. We're also going to be using a new embossing folder. It's called a cane weave embossing folder, and it's what I did is I embossed the white layer here, and I think you probably can see it's a very nice folder. I really do like it. We'll also be using the stylish shape dies. We'll be using this little banner here to cut out our sentiment, and for our embellishments, we're going to be using the oops, hold on, kind of stuck here. Going to be using the pastel adhesive back sequins. These come in 2 different sizes, the larger and small, and there's a baby balmy blue. I believe this is petal pink, and then a gold, and so we'll be using some of each one of those. And I think that's about it for the product. I'll go through your packet with you. Your card base is Sweet Sorbet, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I have scored it at 5 1/2 and 6 3/4. We're going to make kind of a book fold card here. You also have 2 pieces of balmy blue that are 4 by 4 squares, and 2 pieces of basic white that are 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. You have a piece of balmy blue that's 1 inch by 4, and then you have a piece of designer series paper that is 7/8 by 4, I believe, or 3 7/8, just so we have a thin border around that. And then we have a little strip that we can stamp our greeting on. And then of course I have this that we can use on the envelope. So we're going to get our stamping out of the way first. And let me see. I discover one more thing that I forgot. I'll be right back. Sorry about that little wait. Of course, on your end there wasn't a wait, but I had to run across to the other room. So we're going to start off stamping 2 of the little leaf images. One is a kind of a broader leaf, which is this dark the dark leaf here, and then the slimmer leaf is the blue that I have there. So all we're going to do is we're going to stamp this kind of in a random pattern so that when we line up our hearts, we will be able to stack our hearts on top. So we're going to start off with the mossy meadow first. I'm going to use this little pad to give me some cushion because my desk has no cushion, and we're going to start out with this image here. And I'm going to kind of just rotate it around, and we're going to stamp a total of 6. Kind of getting it somewhat to the center of the card, so that's where we'll have our focal point of our hearts when we start layering them. Whoops, that didn't work, did it? Not only have I not made videos in a while, but I have done very little crafting the last month. I've been doing a lot of organizing and you know, there's always this stuff to clean up from Christmas, and I've just been doing other things, and I am now ready to get back to crafting. All right, so there we have that, and I think that's all we need the Mossy Meadow for, so we'll close that up. And now we're going to go with the Balmy Blue, and we're going to take this smaller leaf, and we're just going to stamp it right on top of our Mossy Meadow leaves. Once we get it layered with the hearts, it looks very nice together. Okay, now the other thing we're going to use our Balmy Blue for is to stamp our little saying. Just wanted to say. Again, we're going to do that in the Balmy Blue. Right there. And then on the inside of our card, we'll use our other piece of basic white, and we're going to stamp the little heart stamp. Now you'll see that this is two hearts together, and I'm only going to ink up and stamp one. I'll close this because I'm not very good at not mixing up my inks. Okay, and I'm just going to ink up this part of the heart, not the little one, just the bigger one. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp off because I want this to be very light. And then I'm going to stamp this in the middle of our 4x4. And it's very light. I don't even know if you can even see that. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And then across the middle, I'm going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day in the Balmy Blue. Like I say, we could make this any kind of card. There's some nice things in the stamp set that would work. But I need a few Valentine cards, so. And then I'm just going to put this right across the middle. Okay, there's that. Then the other thing I should have done while I had the Petal Pink ink out is stamp a heart on our envelope. Again, we'll just ink up the larger heart. Now this one I'm going to stamp full force onto our envelope. Just like that. And I think that's it for the stamping. Okay, we will now take our piece that we stamped the leaf pattern on, and we're going to run it through this embossing folder. And I did not bring my machine over, but I'll show you how I set it up. I just put it in here, put my plates on, and run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we will come out with something that looks like this, and it's already nicely embossed, okay? And then we're going to take this, and we're going to glue it. We'll see how well my glue does since it's been weeks since I've used it. We're going to glue it onto the Balmy Blue square. And I actually got the glue to come out, so that's a good thing. And let's see. I'm trying to think how I want it like this. And then just try and get it centered on this as best you can. I'm pretty rusty right because I haven't done it for a while, so I'm going to get my eye retrained again. Let me see if I have any kind of a little rag here, and I do. So we'll just take this and we will get it on there. While we're doing it, we'll take our inside piece and we will do the exact same thing. put this on here. That all glued down. We can also take our card base, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold it on our embossed lines, and so we'll fold it over like this. And we'll take our bone folder and we will get a nice crisp edge. So one you fold, and then this one we're going to fold back. And again, get a nice crisp edge. Our card's going to actually go together like this. So we're going to take and put some glue on this 1¼ inch area right here. Stick that down. Okay. We'll take our small piece of balmy blue and do our little border piece on it. This does have a little bit of a directional pattern. I would like to give credit to Mary Deathridge from Stampsnlingers for this card layout. I kind of copied her pretty much exact. I haven't had a lot of time to get too creative on my own, and I loved the way her card looked, so I thought, you know what? We'll just case that one, which is what we all do as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. And then we're going to lay this right on top of this folded area and glue that down. Okay, and then we will we're going to build our hearts on here after we get it put on the front. It'll just be a little bit easier. I'll try to stay in frame. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job. I will get back in the swing of it, however. And then we will center this on the front as best we can and as straight as we can. Okay, then I have, oops, sorry, knocking things off here. So here's all the pieces that I've cut out in advance. The just wanted to say that we stamped on this small piece of paper. I took this die, if I can get it out. I took this die and lined it up with this and cut it out. And this is what I ended up with, is this little saying for the front of our card. Okay. Then for the hearts, I stamped one in the petal pink and I cut it out with this punch. Then I took two pieces. This one came right out of the designer series paper, the red one. And then this one was just another piece of designer series paper that I stamped out. Okay, and we are going to, if you'll pardon me just a minute, I'm going to grab a drink real quick. We're going to put dimensionals on the back of these. And if we're lucky, I have some in here. I didn't check. Oh, it looks like I do. Okay. So in each one of these hearts, we're putting dimensionals. And I put, you can just put a couple. Me and my over thinking using dimensionals, I put more than that on there, but you don't need this many. It's just what I do, and I don't really know why. I should probably just do one, and that would make it easier to, when I try to line them up. Okay, I'll just put two on that one. So then we will take our pokey tool, take off all the backings. And you can put them on any way that you want to. I kind of brought my I should have kind of dry fit these before I start to put them on my card. Now they're stuck to my finger. Okay, so we're going to do one kind of up here like this. We'll do this one kind of off at a side, but what I've done is I've got this dimensional there and it's not going to lay flat, so I'm taking it off. And I might just put a little bit of glue there. Okay, we'll do that. And I'll put that dimensional right there. Okay, and then this one we'll do down there. Okay, I'm going to just put a little dab of glue right here. Maybe. Oh, that's more than a dab, but I didn't want to put another dimensional here because I have one under it and that would make it uneven. And heaven cannot have an uneven card. Okay, we have one more thing. I thought I glued this in, but I didn't. So we're going to take our inside piece. We're going to glue this in. Try to get it straight and centered best we can. Okay. And then the only other thing we have to do is put our saying on, our greeting on, and I want to do it kind of like here. But I already have dimensionals on this side, so I really only need to put a couple of dimensionals on this end, and I think I'm going to use the little ones, the mini ones they call them. And we'll just kind of stick this just about wherever we want to. And then I'm going to take this and put a little bit of glue along here. Hopefully it's somewhat straight. There we go. Okay, and then the only other thing we have to do is to put some dimensionals or some bling on here, and like I said, these are what we're using. And so what I did is I took clean up just a little bit here. I got stuff everywhere. Okay, don't need this. So I took where did I do need my pokey tool, and we are going to take and put a couple of smaller ones like in through here. You can do these however you want. This is how I chose to do it. This is one of my cards I'm going to do for the swap that I've done for a long time, and we have to have some kind of embellishment on them, and so I like the way these look, so I just figured that's what we're going to do. And let's see. Put a little gold one right here. And a big blue one. But I don't need to. And then I'll put a smaller blue one down here on our greeting. Okay. All right. Now the only other thing left to do is to do our envelope, the back of our envelope. So as I've done many, many times in the past, we'll take our glue, we'll just do a little bit along the top, a little bit along the edges. I try to get these down pretty well so that I don't get in trouble with my finicky post office. This has a little bit of design, so you want to make sure that your hearts are going in the right direction. Get those glued on. Then we will take our scissors and just trim around the edge. Getting very close, making sure that our edges are glued down well, because that's what will catch on the post office machine and could very easily rip your envelope apart. For those of you that aren't aware, postage went up on today, which is Monday. I'll be uploading this on Tuesday, so it now costs 3 cents more per first class stamp. So it's getting quite expensive to send things in the mail. And so that's why we'll have to reconsider how we do some of our embellishments so it doesn't cost us so much to send a card. And when you send as many cards as I do, that adds up in a really big hurry. So here we go. We are done for this time. I actually made it through. Here's the one we did today, and here's the one I brought in as a sample. So I hope you enjoyed these, ladies. As usual, if there's anything you're interested in purchasing, you can go to my online store at sherrymini.stampinup.net. If you buy a bundle, there's a 10% discount on the items. My blog is simplylovestampin.com, and you'll find this video posted to that blog along with a list of all the products I used. And if you have any questions, you can always email me at my email address. So I hope you have the rest of your day, or whenever you're watching this, you have a enjoyable rest of your time. And I thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. And I hope that you all stay warm and healthy, and God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye.